Hey, what's going on, guys? To Intuitive 717, I am back with another reading. We're going to dive right into this quick message from the Divine Masculine Collective. I feel like it's to you, Divine Feminine, okay? It's just thoughts coming up from your Divine Masculines, and I just feel like somebody's in a place of regret right now, okay? When they think about you and the connection, they think about the moments that they didn't appreciate you when they had you, okay? This is someone who, like, lately is what I'm hearing. Lately, they've just been fixating on shoulda, woulda, coulda. It's like you would be more easily accessible. They would have more access to you. It'd be easier to pick up the phone and call you without hesitating or second guessing themselves if they had spent time investing in the friendship or the bond or the connection. I feel like it's just a time where somebody's regretting that they might have dropped the ball or they didn't give it their best shot when they could. And it's like, when you know the saying, like, first impressions count or first impressions matter. I feel like they're kicking themselves in the butt for now having to, like, do the work after the fact, okay? It's not as easy to access your energy or your time anymore because maybe many of you have just grown. And another thing that I've been picking up on for the Divine Feminines is, like, the universe has you guys really busy, genuinely busy, okay? Whereas before, I feel like many of you had a lot of time, like you were giving a lot of time to your Divine Masculines at one point, making room, making space, holding space. But now a lot of you are genuinely busy, where I feel like a lot of you may even have to pencil time in to communicate or talk with them, or a lot of them are having a really hard time trying to wrap their heads around trusting that you're genuinely busy, or versus maybe just not wanting to communicate with them, not wanting to invest anymore. Maybe they feel like you deserve to feel the way you feel because you did at one point invest a lot into this where they weren't reciprocating, okay? So that's just where they're at. I'm going to dig into the Divine Feminine's energy and just see, like, how it is they see you. Like, when they look at you, what do they see you being busy with? And this, again, is really genuine. I feel like the universe has you wrapped up in a lot of creative things right now. Many of you are being called to your purpose. You're feeling really energetic. A lot of you are awakening from the hermit energy, feeling a little bit more social. For the Divine Feminines, just your presence means a lot to the public or to the outside community that you reside in. So you taking your morning walks, I feel like there's a lot of people that look forward to just your presence, your smile, okay? So again, I feel like the universe has you guys busy with the Three of Pentacles energy here, okay? So following your passion, many of you are really invested into your career right now. For those of you working for someone or a company, the company is really recognizing a lot of your creative talents. A lot of you are busy with a lot of projects, or you may be mingling with a lot of different departments. Like, for some of you, let's say you are just starting in a company, you might have eyes on you because it's like, whoa, like, why are you getting this opportunity? And the company kind of has to explain to people, like, hey, listen, ain't no time for seniority here. Like, it's for the best interest of the company. This person comes in with a certain creative talent or gift that really is going to help the company excel in some way. So many of you might just be mingling in high places or just being recognized for a lot of your skills, okay? For a lot of you on your spiritual journey, a lot of these skills it has a lot to do with, like, your spiritual gifts developing, because you can read people a lot more clearly, or you know how to shapeshift your energy to match other people's energy. You're quite successful in managing business relationships, okay? So this could be something your Divine Masculines are super turned on right now by. Also, is just kind of seeing you guys out there in your professional lives, in your career, because the Three of Pentacles is all about that, okay? So excelling at what it is you do and really chasing your dreams, going after it, getting the job done. The things that you might have wrote down on your bucket list, a lot of you guys are crossing it off. Money could be important to you right now. Just being in the kind of go-getter, boss baby energy. A lot of you are taking that seriously. Because you know what you're capable of, you know what it is you're worthy of. And this is part of the reason too why I feel like a lot of your Divine Masculines are in this place of regret, because they're like, damn, had I invested time, I really would have been indulging in all of this energy that, I so very much just want all to myself. But again, you guys are kind of come and go. It's like they're lucky if they get, like, a 2-minute kind of texting conversation with you, because again, a lot of you have your plates full. You're going after something else that makes you feel love or passion. It's like the passion isn't only for the sensual stuff, right? With your divine masculines, many of you are feeling that passion with your career, feeling like you're getting something done, you're going somewhere. And furthermore, a lot of you are mingling with a lot of masculine energies in general that really do have respect for you, because you're looking good while you in this boss energy, divine feminine. Okay, many of you are looking good, and you're kind of bringing out this really balanced side to your feminine energy where you can look good and you can get things done and you can remain assertive and you can remain with your integrity, and you're really gaining the respect of a lot of people around you. You're in this Queen of Swords energy as well, which is, yes, I may be looking good doing this, but don't you dare cross any boundaries. Okay, so a lot of you are really focused on your pentacles right now. Okay, there's suitors around you that definitely want to sweep you off your feet while you're in this mode, but the access to you is quite limited. Okay, this Queen of Swords too is very seasoned. You can't just take her and rock and roll with her. Okay, she's very experienced, very seasoned, usually 10 steps ahead, been there, done that, which is, my experiences are what made me into who it is I am. So you can't really pull a fast one over my head because I've kind of been there, done that. Okay, so definitely gaining the respect of a lot of men as well around you, divine feminine. So I feel like this is why, a lot of your divine masculines really in a place of regret. You're letting go of things that don't serve you. They could feel low-key that they're part of those things that you may just be not necessarily letting go, but you're not really prioritizing them, right? Like the Queen of Swords is really good and really organized, and they just feel like because they can't get time with you, or you're not as invested as you were before, the good night text, the good morning text, that just kind of staying on them, right? Staying on the energy, investing into it. A lot of you aren't really doing that anymore. The Queen of Swords too, like you're very strategic, right? Like you really are in a place of like, if you're in my life, you really earned a spot there. Like you really did. And if I'm giving time to you, that time is precious. But the thing with your masculine is like they want a lot of your time. They want to be like, on the up and up near that priority list, like at least number 2, like, they understand that you might have your commitments when it comes to your career, your dreams, your goals. But they kind of feel like they're nowhere near that, the top there. Now it's time for you to focus on your career. 2 cards with an emphasis on career. Limited access to you because you guys are building up your pentacles and you're looking damn good while you're doing it. This is really important for your mission as well. And you're shining. You're the star right now, okay? They really do see you as being well respected, maybe even sought after, chased after. They could see you in an environment too where they know you're surrounded by a lot of men. I'm seeing like business meetings. Many of you could be unmarried or divorced, where, again, there is just this focus on really... I feel like I want to say bad bitch, but it's not in this like bad way. It's more so of just like, no commitments right now. No commitments. And don't anybody dare ask any questions about what it is you have going on the low or in private, because in this Queen of Swords energy, you are remaining the right to be reserved. You have the right to remain reserved in the sense, or you feel like you have the right to remain reserved about anything that you have going on. Your private endeavors, your private affairs. That's what you're referring to it as right now. If you are going out, if you are engaging, or if you are on the social scene, nobody needs to know anything. It is your private endeavors, your private affairs, okay? And that is just how they see you, okay? A lot of them have regrets too of letting go of somebody who was so business savvy or business focused. I'm hearing for a lot of you, you might have been doing some of this under the table or just on the low, where it just seemed like you didn't have nothing going on, right? Many of you weren't on the scene. Many people were just kind of maybe gossiping about you behind your back, being like, oh, what a loser, like totally, like you have nothing going on. But the thing about the Queen of Swords is like, you don't need to be seen, you don't need to be heard. Like, you welcome the gossip, you welcome the rumors, you don't really care about anybody else's opinion. You know how to take a hit while you're down, but the thing about you is like focus, right? You know how to remain focused when it comes to your goals, your passions. You know how to build on the low, sacrifice as well with the Queen of Swords. And this is why I'm saying, the person that you are now, your experiences have built you into who it is you are. So you've been there, done that. There really is no need to explain or prove yourself. It's a really sexy energy. They want so much of it. Okay, you're in this Ace of Winter energy as well. So you're not being deterred by challenges along the way. You're communicating to others as well very clearly, very accurately. Many of your divine masculines may also just be intimidated now to approach you. Okay, and heavy regret. They should have appreciated you at the time that they had you invested into this, but they didn't. And I feel too like they feel guilty because they really did judge you at a time where you had nothing. You weren't worthy. They were going after something else that seemed like it would fit the social image in a better way. But now I feel like many of you have surpassed that social image, so much to the point where you're even making your divine masculines question their worth. And because you're in this Queen of Swords energy, you're also being protective of everything that you have built so far. Okay? Oh, many of you have the Two of Cups here coming up. Okay, so falling in love, making a serious commitment. Forgiveness, the resolution of a problem. Don't give up. Your relationship can be healed. Okay, so I feel like this is what a lot of you have brewing in the background. Many of your divine masculines are really trying their best to remain patient. And this time around, I feel like there is this Two of Cups energy, which is like a coming together, but they're going to be so patient about it. Okay, they really are strategizing and maybe learning about you because, with the Queen of Swords, you're focused. You're focused and you're very patient with your own journey right now. And that's really hard to break. I'm hearing that patience and that focus is hard to break. So a lot of them are in it now for the long haul. Okay, with the Two of Cups here. They have a serious commitment on their mind, which is showing up in a way that they're going to let you know that they're not giving up on this. They're not giving up on you. But they are in this place of regret right now and maybe just having to back off and take it slow. Take it step by step. Okay? Let's get some romance cards here on their intentions towards you with the Two of Cups. Okay, first of all, how are they feeling towards you? They do see you in the Queen of Swords energy. They see you as loving yourself first, but they're remaining optimistic about the connection. Okay, but your self-respect does make you more romantically attractive. And I think that's why I've been picking up on this Queen of Swords being this really sexy energy of, like, you're the prize. That's what I'm feeling. Because it's not easy to access your energy. A lot of your divine masculines are in regret over this. They're not about to give up. And that's why I'm thinking that it's sexy because they want to match that as well. They could feel competitive energy around them also because you're being very careful about who it is you're letting into your space as well. But because you're being very careful, there's people that want to match that. People who want to be careful with your energy, Queen of Swords. Okay? They see you, protecting whatever it is you've created, protecting yourself. I feel like many of you are attracting suitors as well that really want you to let that sword down gently. The Queen of Swords is often sarcastic as well. Because it does say funny here. Okay, you're very independent, and I feel like many of you are attracting these like mature suitors that they really want you to let your guard down, and they're really not giving you a reason to hold that sword up. But something about your divine masculine's energy is competing for your attention and your affection. I feel like a lot of you at this time as well, because you're getting so comfortable and so well versed in managing, a lot of your finances. A lot of you are very comfortable just having like a business mindset, getting a lot of promotions, staying focused on your career. And I feel earning a lot of pentacles as well has really positioned you in a place where, you are being more social. And so you are running into situations where you're being courted, having the self-respect for yourself. It's being recognized because now you're having suitors come towards you where, they're coming towards you with a lot of optimism. I feel like a lot of your divine masculines are having to remain optimistic about their attitude towards this connection and coming towards you in a more mature way, trying to sweep you off your feet as well, because the race is on. Okay, I'm seeing like horse racing, and I know it's coming off as very like what these men are horses, but it's like, damn, it really is just what I'm seeing it as, just very masculine, very competitive, but at the same time very focused. Because you're very focused, you have men that are coming towards you who are very strategic, and they will also be very focused, and they also want to sweep you off your feet because they know your value. Okay, I'm hearing high rollers. A lot of you are getting ready to deal with a lot of high rollers. Like they're getting ready to impress you or sweep you off your feet because they want you to be optimistic about your love life again. They see you in this energy of like either working hard and just, again, being very protective and selective with like who it is you interact with. Because I mean, clearly you guys have a lot to protect here. I feel like you're not wasting your time. That's what it is. That's why a lot of your masculines are in such heavy regret, because they had your time, they had your affection, they had your love, but they let it slip through their fingers. It was like an error in misjudgment, or, you know, getting too gassed up, you know, letting you slip through their fingers, not being very careful with something that was fragile, even though the box was marked fragile. You know, it's like, you know, when you make a stupid mistake, that's how they're feeling. Like, I dropped the ball. Like, damn, dropped the ball. You know, like your shoes, like, you know, freaking skid across the court, and you're like, damn, like I shouldn't have put these New Balance on. I should have put my Air Jordans. You know what I mean? Like that type of shit. Like, oh, an error in judgment. That's how somebody feels. Let's get another card. Okay, we have reconciliation. So they're definitely not giving up. They want this, even though they might have fouled, they might have messed up. They're making it clear, like, it's okay, I'll get back in the game. Okay, they're getting back in the game. And they're more serious about you, Divine Feminines, because, yeah, like I'm hearing that's what it is. Like they definitely had your affections and love. And now it's really, really difficult for anybody. Okay, and I'm hearing like you guys got some mad suitors coming towards you who are prepared to like spoil you. But it's like, how do you spoil someone who could spoil themselves? That's the thing, right? So a man's going to have to now come with character, the romance, like the dream, the fairy tale, right? And many of you are just smitten by this. I feel like for the most part, the Divine Feminines, you just have a smirk on your face because you're like, damn, hard work really does yield some damn good results. I'm hearing gains. Ooh, gains. The Divine Feminine's kicking up her feet, looking at all of these suitors, just really, including your Divine Masculines, just ready to race. I don't know why I'm getting that. It's coming off as really sensual as well. Okay. I just saw my tab drip randomly. That's random. Some of them got that drip for you. Oh, okay. I'm just going to stop right here. Okay. Before we get on too bad. I love you guys. Take it easy. If this resonates and you guys would, you know, want to dig into a personal session with me, don't be afraid to check me out on Hipsy. I'm on Wizio. You can literally pick up the phone and call me. We can talk it out. If you guys just need some support, I am here. I also have some 18 plus readings if you guys do want to get on bad. Join the memberships, okay? Check out the community tab. Scroll through there. It's, I believe, under posts, and you'll definitely see me mentioning the community section, within that community section, the memberships, okay? If you go to the About section as well, you'll see some memberships information there, okay? So join me, guys. It's quite a nice little library I have created there. Otherwise, I will catch you guys in the next one. Ooh, this one was juicy. Okay, talk to you guys soon. Bye.